Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling Keystone Virtual College Exploration. This program is a partnership between PACAC and StriveScan for all Pennsylvania students. We're really excited that you're here to join us today. Before we go ahead and get started, a few housekeeping tips to cover. If you have questions for University of Mount Union, you can enter them in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen. The chat and raise hand feature are disabled because this is a webinar feature of Zoom. Also, your camera and microphone will be off for the duration of the program. So again, you can connect with the presenter via the Q&A box. You signed up for this session today at the PACAC website at www.pacac.org/virtual. If you'd like to sign up for additional sessions, we have a full program through November 6th. You can also view recordings of all of our sessions, including this one today, at www.pacac.org/virtual. And now I will turn it over to Jimmy from University of Mount Union.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Liz. Appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad that everyone got to take some time out of their day to listen to my virtual presentation about the University of Mount Union. So allow me to introduce myself really quick before I dive into things. My name is Jimmy Cross. I'm an admission counselor here at the University of Mount Union. I have been here for about 5 months now, so I'm relatively new to Mount Union and really excited to be joining with everybody today to talk a little bit about college, the college search, the college process. It could be a little bit of a stressful time, but I'm more than happy to answer any kind of questions that you're going to have, whether it's about Mount Union and what programs we have to offer, or clubs, organizations, everything that we have here on campus, or if it's just general questions about your college search. What should I put into my application? What should I add for my application essay? Anything regarding college, please feel free to put it in the chat, whether it's about Mount Union or not. I think it is really important to highlight that there's a lot of great opportunities here at Mount Union, and utilize your admission counselors anytime you have anything when it comes to the college process in question. So welcome to the University of Mount Union. We're going to get started today with some quick facts. So we were founded in 1846, so we are a historical school. We are a 4-year private liberal arts institution. We are located in Northeast Ohio. We have been around for a long time. We're really historical, like I mentioned, but a 4-year private liberal arts institution. We have consistent top rankings from U.S. News and World Report, and our university is led by President Dr. Thomas Boatsman and our Board of Trustees and Administration. So a couple quick facts about us, but this is going to be kind of what I'm talking about today, about Mount Union, what stands out with the University of Mount Union through our academic excellence, committing to relevant academic programs on our campus. Number two, what I'm going to talk on a little bit about Mount Union is how we produce our leaders, and not specifically just leaders, but leaders for the 21st century, everything that's relevant to right now. So you're going to hear some stuff about alumni and where they've gone off to and what they've done in their careers and all that exciting stuff. But a third one, which is an important topic that I want to cover, is providing an affordable education option to students of all backgrounds. So financial aid, scholarships, grants, all that kind of stuff that's going to be important throughout the college process. Affordability is a big one. So I want to make sure that I talk on all of these points here. This is going to be my little TED Talk about Mount Union, so I hope that you enjoy it. I will be answering questions closer towards the end. I'm going to periodically check the chat whenever needed, but I'm going to get started with point number 1, academic excellence. So there we go, academics. So let's get started here. Mount Union, we have about 56 highly relevant majors here on campus. So we try to combine a bunch of things when it comes to our education here on campus, but all of our programs, we try to keep them as relevant as possible to everything that's going on in the world. There's been a lot of changes, especially with the pandemic that's going on. We also, before the pandemic, were ensuring that all of our programs involved everything that's in that field happening right now. So all of our majors, we try to keep them as relevant and up to date as possible through our institution, just to ensure that you're getting the best experience here on campus through a lot of different ways. Our professors here, 87% of them hold terminal degrees in their field, so the highest degree that you can possibly pursue. So that is really awesome. We also tried to get you as much experience in your field as possible throughout your 4 years to ensure you're building your resume up, you're getting prepared for when you get out of school to land a job, or you're going off to grad school, or you're going into a doctorate program that we could potentially offer. Our world is always evolving, so we always want to make sure that you have the newest things in your field and you are keeping our programs as relevant as possible. So our average class size here, we have about 17 students a class. Our total enrollment here at Mount Union is about 2,200. So 17 students actually is our average class size. It's not 19 right here. So you're really going to get that one-on-one attention in the classroom, which I think is so valuable when it comes to an education. Your professors here at Mount Union are going to know you on a personal level and vice versa, which I think is amazing. Our professors, a lot of them live within the area. So you're going to see your professors at events on campus. You're going to see them at sporting events, clubs, organizations, campus events, all that sort of stuff. Our whole campus community is involved in a lot. And I think not just involved in that, but they're also involved in your lives and wanting to give you the best 4 years of an experience as possible, which I think is really awesome. We really do a great job of investing into our campus. Our alumni are awesome people and they give back frequently to ensure that our programs stay relevant. So in the last decade, we've had actually not $100 million, but about $110 million total invested into campus. And with many of those buildings being our academic side. So for example, Oak Hall, which is one of our buildings on campus, is now home to our engineering department. Our admission office is an LEAD building, which is environmentally friendly. Same thing with our with the MAC, which is one of our athletic complexes on campus, is also environmentally friendly here on, which is really awesome. But we've invested about $110 million in campus to ensure that you have the newest materials in your field and you're able to get that hands-on experience while you're here in school, which is really important for us. So that is the first slide. Integrative Core. This is kind of talking about our liberal arts education as a whole. So about 80% of employers feel that students have acquired a broad knowledge of the liberal arts upon graduation. We try to have you prepared in a lot of different ways when you get out of school. We try to well-round you as an individual, not only in your major. We want to make sure that you have a lot of experience in your major, but also fields that are going to surround your major as well. For example, if you're going to be a biology major, we want to make sure that you have experience, you have some knowledge in fields that surround biology, such as biochemistry, chemistry, physics, any of our hands-on sciences. We want to make sure that you're also familiar with those as well. So that is really important to us, but our integrative core also will prepare you not just in your field, for example, like our field of sciences for biology, like I was mentioning, but also in classes such as like the humanities, our social sciences, our art-based courses. We want to help you get as many different perspectives on your field as possible with classes that aren't necessarily in your field. So that is kind of what the liberal arts education is all about. When it comes to the University of Mount Union, our students complete a capstone project before they graduate. So most of that is research-based in fields that you are studying for school. So that, I think that is really awesome as well. And we have one of the top integrative studies programs in the nation. So I think our students as a whole really get an in-depth perspective on a bunch of different things that prepares them for their field. So when they graduate, they can look at what their job is in a bunch of different lighting and settings, which is really cool. Student support is a really important topic for our students. We want to make sure that you have as much support on our campus as possible whenever you need it. A lot of great safety nets are put in place for our students. So if you ever need any assistance, there is somebody that is there to help you throughout your process. One of our great offices on campus is our Center for Student Success. This helps you transition into college a little bit easier. Also, there's career services. You can go in there and look for internships or research opportunities or partnerships that we may have with local businesses. We also will have tutoring sessions if you ever need any tutoring sessions when you're in college, potentially from a student that took a similar course to what you're taking or the same course that you're taking. A lot of great advising opportunities with having a small school. There's a lot of chances for you to meet with advisors from your field and someone that will guide you from the beginning of your time when you declare your major and whatever it is that you choose to study until the time that you graduate. So you're going to have somebody that's going to help you all along the process to get you in the right classes that you want to take and prepare your schedule for each and every semester that follows the one that you're in. But our Center for Student Success works really closely with our students on campus, our professors on campus, coaches, and faculty and staff all around to make sure that our students are the priority. And if you happen to be struggling in a class or you need some extra support, we'll make sure that we help you get that if you ever need it. So it's always there just in case you ever need it. So student support is great. But on-campus living is another great opportunity as well. About 70% of our students live on campus. So there's a lot happening on our small campus in Northeast Ohio, in Alliance, Ohio. We have about 123 acres. We have a lot of different styles of living. Your traditional double style of living, we have suite styles, we have townhouses, we have apartment styles. If you decide you want to get involved in Greek life, we have fraternity and sorority houses right here on our campus that you could also live in. We have a 2-year on-campus living requirement if you live outside of 30 miles. And with that being said, you can, after your second year of college here at Mount Union, you could also commute after that. So if you decide, hey, I want to live with a couple of my friends in an apartment style or get a house together, whatever the case may be, you can do that after your sophomore year. With campus living, I also like to mention that you can have your car as a freshman and you can have your car all 4 years at Mount Union. We have a $100 parking fee for the entire year. So just always like to mention that. We have a lot of great studying spaces. I, as a master's student here at Mount Union, utilize the library a lot. We have whiteboard desks that we can use. I'm more of a hands-on type of learner. That's my style. I prefer that way. So we have a lot of great studying spaces here on campus in case if you ever need something like that. We also have really great dining options. We have 3 different styles of food options here on our own campus. We have our dining hall that has unlimited style buffet, so you can go up to different stations across the dining hall, and depending on what they have that day, it'll be projected on a TV, so you can see what's being served that day at that station. And they always try to switch things up all the time. So making sure that you have variety in our dining hall. We also have 2 cafes here on campus as well. We have one in our library and then we have one in our student center. So utilizing those all the time is really awesome. We have 2 meal plan options. The first one is where you will have unlimited meal swipes at the dining hall and you don't have any additional money added onto the cafes. Or you can have a second plan where you can have a certain amount of swipes at the dining hall and then $100 towards the cafe or in the library or the cafe in our student center. So you have 2 meal plan options there when it comes to Mount Union, which is really cool. Getting involved. I highly encourage students to get involved while they're in college. College is what you make it, and your college experience is customizable. So I encourage getting involved in student organizations, whenever you can, if you ever find an interest in some. We have more than actually not 80, but 90 different organizations here on campus. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to get involved in stuff. We have diversity organizations. We have leadership-based organizations. Like I said, Greek life is popular. About 25% of our students are involved in Greek life. We have really exciting bands here on campus, choirs, theater productions, musical theater. About 85% of our students are involved in at least one organization while they're a student here at Mount Union. And I think that really says a lot is our students really create this very positive, upbeat, vibrant campus atmosphere where students are always moving and doing something new and doing something fun that they enjoy, which makes our students really excited to be here. So with that, I always encourage to get involved in stuff. And if there is absolutely 0 clubs that you have piqued any interest in, don't worry, you could also create a club. For example, in the last couple of years, something that has grown in popularity here at Mount Union has been esports. Esports started only a handful of years ago, and now is one of the biggest programs for student organizations on our campus. And in fact, we actually offer esports scholarships for students now. So if you're interested in esports, feel free to put that in the chat too, and we can also talk about that a little bit more. But get involved. That really makes the college process fun. Athletics here at Mount Union also adds another layer to our very fun and vibrant campus. We have 24 varsity sports. We've been ranked as the #1 Division III institution in the entire country, which is really exciting. Some of our sport teams have been really successful here at Mount Union, which allows for campus to be really exciting. Students are supportive of each other. Our campus community is very supportive, not just from a faculty and staff and professor standpoint, but also from the student standpoint. Our students also support each other. So for example, football is one of our biggest sports here on campus. We've won 13 national championships as a football program, which is really awesome. We bring that Division I energy to campus as well when it comes to our athletics. So on a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, for home events on campus, there is a lot going on all the time, which makes it very busy, but also very fun. And if you do not want to participate in a sport, no worries. We also have other things that you can get involved in, such as clubs and intramural sports. I know that has been more popular as well. But about 30 to 35% of our students are student athletes on campus. So not a little less than half of our students are athletes here. So if you want to just get involved in a club just for fun, we have plenty of clubs and intramural sports that you can get involved into, like basketball, soccer, beach volleyball. Also, like cornhole is very popular now. So there's a bunch of different options that you can choose from. And becoming a Raider, if you're interested in applying for all you seniors, we do not have any fees when it comes to the University of Mount Union. We don't have any fees. We're on the common application. Your requirements for your application is 1, your high school transcript. So if you would like to submit your transcript through there, that would be awesome. A second one that we have, another requirement that we have is an application essay. So if you have a great story that you would like to share, we as admission counselors are the ones that review them. So we love a good story. So if you have a good one to share, we would love to hear it. For test scores, we've gone test optional this year. So we do not require test scores to be sent in if you decide that you do not want to. However, if you want to consider your test scores, say you got a really great test score, feel free to submit it anyway. We highly encourage it. If you feel that your test score is going to benefit you for a scholarship, we will review students either way and try to give you the best scholarship possible when it comes to us here. So scholarship opportunities, that kind of tailors right into the next point. But before I go any farther, I'm going to double check to see if I did. Okay, I did not miss any questions in the chat. Okay, just double checking. Okay, scholarship opportunities. We definitely try to make college as affordable as possible in your 4 years here at Mount Union. We first off want to make sure that Mount Union is a school that you're in the right learning environment for, that you're comfortable here, and you're in that learning environment that fits what your style is. And we also want to make sure that you can afford to be here at the same time. So affordability is important. So an education within your means is what we really are aiming for. We offer about $33 million in scholarships every year, scholarships and grants. We have all different types of scholarships here at Mount Union. We offer academic based, so based off your high school GPA and your test scores if you want them considered. And those scholarships range up to $21,000 every single year. So those are renewable as long as you maintain a certain GPA during your time in college. We also offer multicultural scholarships. So if, an important thing that's going to come up for high school seniors is the FAFSAs, the free application for federal student aid. If you put on your FAFSA that you come from a minority background, and you do, you are also eligible for a scholarship based award that is for students that come from a minority background. We also have visual and performing arts scholarships. So if you're interested in theater, music, or art as potential majors or minors here at Mount Union, you also could be eligible for scholarships there as well. Outside opportunities, I always encourage students to apply for outside scholarships outside of any college or university, and start local. There are plenty of local scholarships around that you can apply for, that you may be eligible for. The more that you apply for, the higher chance it is that you'll get more scholarship money. So apply for as many as you can. Not saying to apply to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, but between 10 to 20 to 30 different scholarship opportunities. I encourage to apply for those local ones first, and then you move your way out to countywide, and then regional, and then statewide. And that just will help with the cost of affordability for any college or university that you're looking at. So that's really important to us. About 98% of our students receive some form of financial aid. And that brings me to my next point, which is our cost of attendance. These numbers right here that I'm hovering over my mouse with, I just want to emphasize that is the cost of attendance, which is tuition, room, and board all put together. That gives you that cost. And that is before scholarships and grants come into play. So I just don't want to alarm anybody. Those look like really high numbers. But like I said, we offer plenty of scholarships and grants to find what affordability is affordable for each and every family here at Mount Union. So our cost is about 11% lower than our peer institutions, which are primarily small schools. So that is really important to us, is scholarships and grants and affordability for each and every one of our students. And we give out about 98% of our students receive financial aid in some way, shape, or form. A return on our investment. So this kind of goes into my final talking point about Mount Union, is leaders for the 21st century. Our job success rate is very high here at Mount Union, of helping you find positions in your field that you're really passionate about. About 96% of our students have found success in their field within the first 2 to 2.5 months of graduating from college. So finding a position in their field that they've studied, or going off to grad school, our students are very successful finding positions in their fields, which is really awesome. So we want to get you a lot of experience on your resume, and get you out into something that you're really passionate about, and you have a really great grounding on what you want to do once you get out of college. So we really do emphasize that a lot. So when it comes to us here at Mount Union, about 96% of our students find positions in their field that they studied, or go off to grad school within 2 to 2.5 months of out of school, and finding success in finding positions. With our alumni, about 9 out of 10 say that they love their experience here and would choose Mount Union again. So our students go in and out and love their experience and would choose us again. And we have about 18,000 alumni worldwide. So out of 18,000, about 90% of them say they loved their experience during their 4 years and would choose us again as a school when it comes to their college search. Connect with us here at Mount Union. If you want to check us out, we have a couple social media platforms that you can follow. One is Mount Union, and that is on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can follow all of the news related stuff about Mount Union on all of those social media platforms. Another is Life of a Raider, which is really cool. So Life of a Raider is an Instagram page that is dedicated to current students here, really following them around and seeing what their experience is like as a current student here at Mount Union. So if you want to get a full in-depth experience of what it is like to be a student here on social media, that is an easy follow. There's always new students every single week that are going to be on there. So check it out. There's a lot of great opportunities to follow students on that, and get an idea of what they love about Mount Union and what made them choose their experience here at the University of Mount Union. So that is essentially my whole presentation. And I have one question come up. So how many students go to Mount Union? Great question. We have about 2,200 students, like I said. Average class size is about 17 students a class. And I think Mount Union is a nice, tight-knit community where you'll know a good amount of people here on campus, and you'll be involved in some things that you'll really love during your 4 years of college on our own campus. We're also located in a medium-sized city in Ohio. We have about 22,000 people that live in the city of Alliance. I always mention to students that everything that you're going to need as a college student is within 5 minutes of our campus. We have all of your sit down restaurants right across the street from campus. We have your chain restaurants, for example, like B Dubs is a big one, Buffalo Wild Wing. Texas Roadhouse is another one. We have a lot of great pizza options. We have a lot of good sit down local restaurants that are specific to the city of Alliance. And there's always new things being added, which is really exciting for our campus. Essentially, everything is across the street from Mount Union that you're going to need. We also have Walmart and Giant Eagle and Aldi right down the street as well. So if you ever need to go grocery shopping, everything is right there. We also have a mall that's right down the street as well, about 5 minutes down the street. So everything is literally right there. We also have a Sheetz that's right across the main part of campus. We have pizza shops, coffee shops, everything right here. So location is really awesome in a medium-sized city, but also in a medium-sized institution like Mount Union. So there's a lot of exciting things that are really going on right here that really make our students love their experience during their 4 years of college. So I believe that was the only question that I did have. So that is essentially everything that I talk about. So that is all I have. I think you were muted.
Thanks so much, Jimmy. Did you want me to wrap it up for the night? Okay.
Yeah, all good. You could wrap it up.
Thanks so much. Well, for everyone who joined us live today, there will be a short survey at the end of this presentation, so we appreciate your feedback. Also, if you're interested in viewing additional sessions in our program through November 6th, you can visit us at www.pacac.org/virtual. You can also view recordings and the full schedule at that same website. Thanks again and have a great night.
Thank you. Have a good one.